Cronos. Cronos, formerly known as Crypto.com. This is going to be an interesting year for Cronos, because they've moved away from the sort of exchange, but the exchange is still part of it. They still have a stadium named Crypto.com Arena. You know, it's not Cronos Arena. I still think this will do quite well. I think the team have shown an ability to market very well. So we'll talk about that and what they've done in the past and what this can hit in the next bull cycle. Before I get into it though, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up these coins because I expected them to make me very good money. You can see what these were worth when I recorded all the videos and released them. You can also see the highs these coins hit. And that was around about 16 or 17 months on. And what your profit would have been if you had thrown in $100 into each one when I released the videos. And then you sat on them for 16, 17 months and then sold them. If you'd done that for each of them, your total profit would have been 123 grand, which is not too bad. Not too bad for a year and a half's work. I sold all of these. Since the market crash, I've been buying up a lot of new coins. These are coins that I think can do the gains that I'm just talking about here, the 40Xs, the 50, the 100. And I share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a crypto that I think can do those kind of gains, I tell my members all about it. And it means they make the same profit as me, except they don't have to do thousands of hours of research. It's nice. Wish I didn't have to do that. And if that sounds interesting to you, just head over to copymycrypto.com now and check out the site. Everything on the site is public record, so you can verify everything that you've read on there. And, you know, you'll see me talking about Phantom. I did a whole course about why Phantom would be the best investment of 2020. It did nearly 700x gains. When I find the next Phantom, I'm not going to create a course. I'm just going to tell my members the coin and what I've put into it. So if you want to find the next big crypto, Copy My Crypto is where you want to go. So Cronos, right? So Cronos is the native crypto of the Cronos chain. This is the open source blockchain developed by the Crypto.com payment, trading and financial services company. Cronos chain is one of the products in Crypto.com's lineup of solutions designed to accelerate global adoption. In the future, Crypto.com plans to expand the reach of the CRO platform to power its other products. So the founders of Cronos are Crypto.com, and that's part of its vision of putting cryptocurrency in every wallet. Crypto.com itself was founded in June of 2016 by Chris Marzalek, Raphael Mello, Gary Orr, and Bobby Bow. Since being up and running, Crypto.com have done some quite exceptional things. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that now, actually. So Crypto.com, since getting up and running, have been a marketing machine. They've been an absolute marketing machine. They bought, was it Staples Center? I feel like it was. Because there were two stadiums bought by cryptos, weren't they? Crypto.com and I'm pretty sure FTX bought one. So yeah, there's the Crypto.com arena. They had Matt Damon doing like a bunch of adverts for them. They marketed throughout all of 2021. They were actually really effective on Twitter. They were really effective on TV. They even had a Super Bowl ad. There were a few that did in the end. But these didn't go tits up like FTX. They've actually done pretty well in terms of overall growth. Like Crypto.com is very well used in the UK. It's very well used in the US. In fact, we'll check the old exchange info. Because the one thing I will say, I don't think their volume is like special by any stretch of the imagination. Not like some of the others. So Binance had 24-hour volume, 20 billion. Jesus. KuCoin, OKX, Bitstamp, Gate, BitGet. See, like I said, I think BitGet's going to be a top 5 exchange. I really do. That's why I partnered with them. If you don't have an account with BitGet, by the way, there's a partner link in the description. If you use that, you can get up to $1,000 in trading, like in rewards for just doing a few tasks. Fair play. So Crypto.com exchange did 1.4 billion in volume. That is not bad, is it? Yeah, that's not bad. That puts them, competing with some of the big boys. So yeah, that's still pretty damn good. Now, what's important about Crypto.com as well as what's important about Cronos is obviously Cronos fuels Crypto.com. So if you're a Cronos user, you can get discounts on fees. One sec. So is this a no? Because obviously they have rebranded like a ton of times. But overall, we're starting to see something kind of interesting. The Cronos ecosystem has grown pretty well in a pretty short space of time. Really, they've only been up and running truly for about a year and a half, like the Cronos ecosystem itself. Total value locked isn't bad. Isn't bad at all. The bigger thing that's going to drive Cronos forward, we may well see really awesome developments in Cronos over the next year. But what's going to drive these forward more than anything is kind of obvious. It's going to be the exchange. The first exposure a lot of people get when they join to Cronos is when they join Crypto.com. And they see that Cronos is like a tradable can be traded with pretty much everything. Don't get me wrong, they've grown the ecosystem. It's not looking bad. It's not looking amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not looking bad at all. As you can see, like their most successful project on their ecosystem is only averaging it's unique active weekly users. It was 5,372. So we're not talking about tons here, right? Cronos is not competing with Avalanche. It's not competing with Solana. It's not competing with, it's not competing with many, right? But Crypto.com, man, that team are marketing machines, and they evidenced it already. They've evidenced it in the past. Now, I'm sure it's going to be far more difficult for them to get adverts up and running in the future. Gary Gensler's made it his mission to sort of shit all over crypto. So I think TV adverts and stuff could be more problematic than they were previously. Not specifically because of Gensler, but overall, because obviously we saw the FTX collapse after they managed to get Super Bowl ads, and didn't they have Larry David on it? So I think they're going to probably be subject to a lot more reviews by the bodies, by the powers that be. Realistically, look, this should hit $1. It should actually smash $1, but until it gets above 50 cents, I'm not looking at that. So 50 cents for me is the initial target, because realistically, right, they've got... The exchange has to continue doing well. The ecosystem's pretty crappy at the moment. Like, it's getting better, but it's not... But, they started a lot later than everyone else, so it's not like a knock on them. But they've got a lot of work to do to catch up, right? It's worth keeping an eye on their newsletter. They have a newsletter that always comes out because they've created the Zero Knowledge Ethereum Virtual Machine. So, there's positive steps. It's just, my God, they're so behind everyone else because they started later. I like it, but I think the driving force fundamentally for this is not going to be Cronos' ecosystem success. It's going to be Crypto.com's marketing nuance, like nous, not nuance. If they smash it in marketing, if they kill it, if they get everyone on board, if they get new users, if they can blast $5-10 billion a day through that exchange, then the coin should blast through $1. But until it hits 50 cents, I'm not ready to look at that. But let's see. Maybe they buy a stadium, call it Cronos Arena. Who knows? Yeah, let's see. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this easy breaks $1? Or do you think it gets nowhere close? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. And if you want to make the same profits as me in the next bull cycle, you can do. Just head over to copymycrypto.com, guys. Everything on there is public record, whether it's what the members have earned, whether it's what I've said in the past. I did a whole course about why Phantom was going to be one of the best investments of 2020. You can see a little snapshot of that. It was a $20 course. Phantom went up 700 times. So to literally get your money back off that $20 course, you would have to put in, 3 cents? And you'd have got your money back. So, yeah. And when I find the next Phantom, that's just going on to copymycrypto.com. I'm just going to share that with the members and they can learn all about it and copy along. You'll also see me encouraging people to leave a DeFi protocol that died. I lost $500 million, and hopefully I saved a few people from that loss. Like I say, copymycrypto.com is where I do all the work. I dive into the markets every day. When I find a coin that I think can do the 40, the 50, the 100x gains, I buy it. I tell my members about the coin. I tell them what I'm putting into it, and they can copy along. They're going to make the exact same profits as me, and there is absolutely no work for the members. So if that sounds good to you, go to copymycrypto.com now. Just check out the site, see what it's all about. And if you like what you see, guys, join me there. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.